Colossus are one of my all-time favorite weapon classes in Souls history, and I've been playing with Colossus weapons since day one in Elden Ring, and this is just one of those weapons where even I myself kind of forgot that it existed until I brought a visit to my weapon box. And here we are. Let me talk about this weapon because it looks interesting. You know, the concept of the weapon being this big-ass flower is cool, but the weapon art is like so satisfying to hit. But the problem is, in my opinion, you should not even hit people with this weapon art. Let's talk about the numbers. Let's crunch down why I love this weapon art, but why it's so bad. Because let me just show you the weapon art. Maybe you can already see where this is going. The cool thing about this weapon art, however, is that it has two follow-ups, which is this, and then you have one follow-up afterwards. You can maybe see why I love this weapon art so much. It's just so satisfying to just pummel someone down with this big holy sunflower of doom. And the numbers here, okay, here we go. The numbers are extremely bad, but also interesting in a way. The speed of the initial cast, like the first cast, is, believe it or not, a second. Like, it's almost 60 frames of startup, which is arguably one of the slowest weapon arts I've seen in this game. However, the follow-up actually is decently fast, so like 27 to 28. Again, it's not even that fast, but if you compare it to the first cast, it's super fast. And the last one is 30 frames. So yeah, everything here is pretty slow, but here is where it's very funny, number-wise, is the poison damage it does. This does 567 poison damage, and then you have the double hitting follow-up doing like 200 and 200, but don't forget, the explosion also does poison damage. So it does around 400 in total. I think even 600, because again, the slam does 200, but the explosion also does poison damage, from what I can gather. So it is a lot of poison damage. And the last swing afterwards does 800 poison damage. So, yeah, no, I don't think there's anything that can tank this unless we will enter super armor territory. But even then, you know, super armor is meant to tank everything. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I hope I can put this weapon a bit into the light, because yeah, it is a very interesting concept, and the weapon art is just extremely satisfying to land. See you guys in the next one.